Welcome, everybody, to the Dave Knows Comics live stream. I am your host, David Lee. And with me, some of you may remember this guy, some of you might know who this is. Anybody in the chat, feel free to say hello to.
Elmer J. Santos. What's going on, people?
All right, so far, people consist of no one yet. But I'm expecting any second now. Somebody is going to be coming in. Anybody wants to join the Know It All Nation? Come. There we are. The notifications are working. We are doing well. Say hello, new people. Join. There we are. Let's hijack the stream and talk about wrestling. Hey, True Sinister. How's it going?
What's going on, True Sinister?
How's the audio coming in? Everybody's coming in okay? I'm trying out the microphone. Testing it out. Awesome. Hello? Ahoy, ahoy.
Is this what it's like?
Oh, down to 2. Okay, somebody left. All right, well, let's see what's going on. Get on the Discord horn. Let people know in the Discord what's up. Okay, so, all right, well, we'll give everybody a little bit to file in and filter in. Oh, I realized.
No, it's just True Sinister.
Awesome.
Well, he wants wrestling, so let's give him wrestling, Dave.
I also realize that I'm now competing with NXT TakeOver, so that probably is a lot of people live streaming. Yo, Larice Ridgeway.
What's up, LR?
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? How is everyone? Let me do some double checking real quick, making sure that everything is working here. Okay, yeah, all right, good. Audio is working. Hey, Ben Espinoza there, everybody is. Everybody's coming in. So, yes, if Joshua A. comes in, that will be nice, since he has been saying it's been a while since I've live streamed on the comic book channel, because I think the last time I did was in the middle of the night when I went off about Endgame, and in one that I did.
A-double-A. Monday Night Wrong.
And he spelled it wrong, but yeah.
It was intentional, Dave.
I also, Double A is the man behind the graphic designs. Thank you for being here, Double A.
He was saying Monday Night right.
You don't even know that he's saying that. Maybe he just has 3 letters.
No, we're best friends.
Oh, best friends. Best friends, he says. Okay. All right, so everyone's coming in. Yeah, so special surprise before the NXT TakeOver. Know that a lot of you guys are probably going to be into that. But, so yeah, I thought I'd come on. Special surprise right now. Me and my man Elmer.
It's my man Elmer and I. It's grammatically.
I will be watching NXT TakeOver, just not live. Thoughts on the Pennyworth show coming out? Again, they're missing the point of the Double H portrayed it. They're missing what I want. I do like it because, as a previous video that I've done on this channel where I talk about the multiple iterations and interpretations of Alfred, I do like his backstory as a secret agent, a James Bond type, if you will. I do find that interesting. So I
don't know, to develop a show solely based on that as the crux, it seems more like a side episode, or if anything, like a small miniseries, but like a whole sitcom, like not sitcom, but a whole TV show. That's a bit rough.
I'll put it this way: as long as they don't do what Gotham did, well, it was fun.
Hey, Ross.
It was fun. It was fun that they did it in, yes, and hello to you too, Ross. It's fine as long as they don't do what Gotham did. It was fine that they did in Gotham, but I don't want to see Batman villains in this. I don't want to see Alfred come across Killer Croc and the Joker, or fake Joker, or almost Joker, proto-Joker. I just make it a show about Alfred that the fact that he's related to Batman doesn't even matter. Maybe Ra's al Ghul, since Ra's al Ghul's like immortal, fine, maybe.
Court of Owls?
I guess. I'm not the biggest Court of Owls guy, but yeah, sure. I'm okay with that. But that's it. I do not want to see Penguin. I do not want to see the Riddler. I don't want to see any iteration of the Riddler. What's up, Big Blue Attack? With the emojis. Hey, Harry Flynn, my man Harry Flynn.
What's going on, Harry Flynn?
But yeah, so that's my thoughts. I also think this keeps deterring from the show I really wanted, that they almost made, but it turned into Smallville instead. But that would be the Bruce Wayne show as he's traveling around the world.
Yeah, that'd be fair.
I've always wanted that. It's harken to old school shows like The Saint, which I really like a lot, or even The 18 to a degree. There's a vast amount of years where television was about week to week, different locations, no big overall arching seasonal plots and stuff like that. It was just every week the heroes moved to different locations, solving different crimes, different missions, or different solutions, all kinds of stuff like that. And it was just every week you didn't have to keep up on it. It was just purely episodic in its own realm. And that's what I want from a Batman show. I want to see, hey, this week he's practicing martial arts. Next week he's learning magic. Next week he's learning detective work. And just something different every week. And you don't even have to watch every episode to still get it. There might be little nuances and influences, but that's it.
Did they mention Alfred being a fat detective? Is he fat?
He used in his first iteration. He was a fat detective who was just like a fat Sherlock Holmes.
Oh.
Is this the first, or am I out of the loop? Is this a first? What? Me and Elmer on this
The
channel?
comics?
Yeah, it's the first time we've done this. Did they mention Alfred? Oh, right. The Joker film has gotten so little coverage, I almost forgot the movie is out in 2 months away. I didn't realize, it was 2 months away either.
Yeah, I thought in my brain it's years from now. But yeah, it's true. Like we've only had really the teaser and that trailer. I mean, we'll see. I have mixed feelings about there being a Joker-centered film. It's gonna be like, I wonder if they're gonna do a Batman Begins where like, you know, they'll have like, and this guy's calling sign and at the end, or like you'll see the bat signal in the air or something at the end.
Well, Bruce Wayne's in it.
Oh, is he?
He's a little kid. The little kid in the trailer is Bruce Wayne.
Word.
There are rumors that potential spoilers here. The rumor is that they might set up that there is a rumor. It's just a rumor, but that Thomas Wayne is actually the father of the Joker in that movie. And there's also questions that Joker may not be the real Joker, just a proto Joker. But the idea is that Joker's relationship with his mother, his father's not in the pictures because she had an affair with Thomas Wayne, and that was like, which there was an old story, an old Batman story about like a what if, where, you know, his parents didn't get murdered or anything like that, and they're just rich, miserable people, and they, you know, have affairs with each other, like Batman's parents have affairs on each other. They're, you know, you're stereotypical, like, Real Housewives, like, awful, like, you know, couple, and it's like Batman only remembers them as being, you know, great and these, you know, altruistic people, but meanwhile in reality they were douchey rich people like anybody else. You know, they were like Paris Hilton or somebody else. Not criticizing Paris Hilton, just, you know what I mean.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, we are. What do you call? Is Elmer a wrestling fan? Double A. I'm a very not big wrestling fan. What do you call? Like my best friends all are huge fans, so I've absorbed secondhand knowledge.
Secondhand wrestling.
Secondhand wrestling.
Mia Yim is not the next Lita Harry Flynn, in my opinion, because Mia Yim is probably a little more chaste than Lita. Hi-yo. Next, big NXT. What happened in NXT? And next, Spider-Man movie villain. I've been wanting Kraven forever.
He wants Kraven.
Forever.
I think that's what they want. I don't know. Like, I'm not a big Kraven fan, as Dave will tell you, but who can they do? I mean, like Spider-Man's got, like, one of the biggest rogues galleries. They can do quite a bit.
And yes, but the Joker is great. Is the Killing
I wouldn't
Joke out
mind.
of
I wouldn't
canon?
mind if they did Norm though, and like reintroduced goblins in MCU.
Sure. See, I'm not the biggest Goblin guy.
Right.
Hobgoblin's my favorite. Should Christian Bale play Batman again? I would like that. I would not be opposed to that necessarily. Is the Killing Joke out of canon, or is it in canon, or is it an Elseworld story? Elmer, what are your thoughts?
Well, with the whole, you know, like with like Rebirth and like, you know, it's been like confusing, but like elements of Killing Joke. Oh, are you talking about like in comics? Because like, yeah, I mean like, it has to be. How else did Barbara get paralyzed? Right? Like that's the big one.
And little known piece of trivia for you. There was actually before the Killing Joke came out, there was actually a Batgirl comic that actually tied continuity-wise into the Killing Joke, and so a lot of people don't realize that, but there was a Batgirl comic that did. It's not a blatant answer to the question, but it does tie into the events that go into the Killing Joke. So if you've seen that comic or you know that comic, you would know that actually ties into Killing Joke a little bit more. And I know it's very cool that people want to believe that Batman may have killed the Joker at the end of the book, and that interpretation is fun, but there's nothing really to stand on for it.
What do we like about Spider-Man 3? Oh man.
It ended? No, for me, the chase with the ring is the number one thing.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that whole scene was perfect. It was perfect Raimi at his best, doing things really well. I really liked that a lot. So.
I liked, that too, and like I'm a big fan of Venom. Like, I mean, this iteration was not my Venom at all, and it was
I
the
haven't
worst possible
seen
way.
mine.
But like I did I did like the callback with the church bells, like, you know, to get the thing out. Like that's iconic to me, and I loved it. But still, overall, yeah, I didn't like a lot of it. Doc Ock, yeah, I mean, he's got a lot of play in the Spider-Man game, so like, and I heard he was done really well in it.
I like Doc Ock a lot myself.
I mean, yeah, he's my
he's
favorite.
mine. No, yeah, he's my main Spider-Man villain. I also think it's a sign of your age too, because I think
Emo Peter was funny.
no, it did not fit at all. That he looked like Katie Lang. No.
Yikes.
No, the dancing was just so terrible. So terrible. What else? Was there something else I liked about Spider-Man 3? I thought the costume looked good.
I didn't. Well, that's the thing. Like
It's not accurate, but it looked cool.
The black
Yeah.
outline thing. It's all right, but I still like the black suit. Like, it's like, why just give me the black suit?
It's probably Goblin's Sandman. Goblin I understand, even though I'm not the biggest Goblin guy, but Sandman's surprising to me. Will you touch any British comics, because I'm a Brit and would love to hear your thoughts on them? There actually were a couple British comics that I was really into for a while. Nothing recently, but if there's anything specific, you have a recommendation or anything like that,
Yeah, sure.
let me know. Let me know. Probably put it in the comments, because in the comments it's easier for me to see and remember. If it's in the chat, I'm like not going to see it unless I look at that specific line in the chat. But if there's something specific, you're here. Especially since I'm a big Alan Moore fan, and I do.
I was gonna say Alan Moore, like,
Yeah, I'm a big Alan Moore guy. So I even like thinking about his comic books specifically from the British point of view, like V for Vendetta. Well, I like the movie. I understand it's very not a British movie, like in any way, shape, or form. But the comic book, I think, answers more to the ideas of things that are related to British culture, like the fascist movement growing in England at the time, or some people say it's still around. There is a thing that it has to be addressed. It's a small subpart of the culture, but yet that is a concern that a lot of people have. And if you understand that, then you understand its place in V for Vendetta and why V for Vendetta was specifically talking about fascism. Not going about conservatism, talking about fascism. There's a huge difference between the two, and Alan Moore's book was addressing that from a British standpoint specifically, and I thought that was one of the most fascinating arcs about that, by far. And also League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. I know the movie is not so well received, but
the comics, yeah.
the comics, very, very British. A lot of that. Hey, Jesus Farrell, my man. Happy
dude?
Saturday to you as well. Spider-Man 3
What's going on, Jesus?
versus the Amazing Spider-Man series. What was worse? I don't like the Amazing Spider-Man series, so I will actually take Spider-Man 3 over that.
Ooh, I don't know. I would take them over Spider-Man 3. That's. I mean, like, reluctantly, but like I did like the fight with Lizard.
Not me. I don't like. I know he talks in the comic books, but watching Lizard talk CGI was very odd.
Well, I didn't like Lizard's design.
I don't like the design, but I didn't like watching him talk or having a dialogue or anything like that. It was just very. It's one of those things that doesn't work outside of paper. There are certain things that also don't work when you say them out loud. Like Bruce Timm talked about this in the Justice League show. The reason why they only refer to Orm as Orm in the episode he's in, Aquaman's brother, is because saying Ocean Master out loud just sounds weird. And we can talk about whatever. Double A, you know the way it is. Yes, Judge Dredd Ross Sanders. Yes, yeah, the comic book totally, very, very good point.
Yeah?
I'm a pretty big fan of the way he was. I will say the Carl Urban movie was pretty good. Much closer to it. I like the Stallone version it came out when I was a kid, and I know it's not good, but I can watch it. I don't like Spider-Man 3 either, Stallone fan. And I bring up Judge Dredd as a Stallone fan walks in. I'm not a big fan of Spider-Man 3 either. I just really don't like the Amazing series.
Now, Ross, I could talk that'd be a whole other channel if I opened up a manga and anime. Like that's my territory though. Dave's not.
Go for it. I'm gonna get a water. Do you want one?
Yeah, sure. All right, let's see what we got here. Spider-Man 3 is a great movie because it's still entertaining. Amazing Spider-Man series sucks. Spider-Man is a geek, not a puck. It's I think the main thing was that Peter. Or rather, Andrew Garfield's version of Peter is he seemed almost like a bully, really. Well, I'm sorry, I'm a weird camera angle here. Judge Dredd '95 is hilarious. Yeah, I mean, like certainly, like Judge Dredd, the older movies is very campy, but like that's part of the charm especially for things in that. I haven't seen the new one yet. Although I've heard nothing but good stuff about it. But yeah, like anime and manga, like I'm a huge Japanophile, so like anything about that, I'm a big Naruto, One Piece. I mean, like that's a whole channel in and of itself. So, spectacular thoughts from both you and Spider-Man. Oh, Ross, like what do you call it? In regards to spectacular, when you said TAS, like the anime, I thought you were saying the animated series. And Spectacular, I really enjoyed. And Dave and I are both big fans of the '90s cartoon. I mean, like certainly, like that's what like really got me in more than like. And then like I bought comics because of the TV show.
Yeah, I actually had comic books way before that. I remember when I was like 3, if I came home from preschool and I was good or something like that, I would get a comic book as a reward. So I had some, a lot of early comic books. Like Spider-Man was always the thing I got. I had a couple, like the Hulk was gray at the time. I got a couple of issues of Joe Fixit. Those were the big, and Captain America. Oh, and that was the other thing. I got I remember one time I was given a Captain America comic book. Arthur Pryor, what's going on? Doing very well. Myself, thank you. I'm glad you're doing good, Jesus. Always good to see you.
Homecoming and Civil War, actually, I've rewatched it several times, and I think like I wouldn't say it aged poorly. Yeah, there's.
I wouldn't even say it aged.
Yeah, it's still pretty. It's still pretty there, especially like Far From Home. It's like the very same in regards to like the portrayal and even the feel of like this gen Peter Parker.
Yeah, because we saw Far From Home together, and while I like it, I don't like it as much as Homecoming. My issue with it is that it is very, very, very Peter Parker-y. And there's nothing wrong with that, but I did want just like a touch more Spider-Man, just like give me some more Spider-Man here. I get that the Homecoming was more about that Breakfast Club vibe, and that's cool, John Hughes vibe, and that was cool, and I like that formula. But this was a little too much. It was a little too much high schooly for me, and I was like, okay, I don't care about any of this. It's like I don't want to watch Degrassi. I want to watch Spider-Man.
What do you call it?
I feel like I've aggravated some Degrassi fan right now.
What do you call it? So, first off, what do you call it? J. Jonah Jameson? Yeah, he was amazing. It was like one of the best one of the best live action castings in all comic movie dumb, or even live action dumb. Also, Ross Anders, Astro Boy. Yeah, the anime remake and stuff, but not the American CGI movie. That was weird. And a weird violation of of my past,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Bailey, I think I get that if Homecoming is not your cup of tea, I understand that.
Vulture was really good too. Yeah.
So, personally, I liked it. I was a big fan of it. I like it a lot. It's Spider-Man 2 and Homecoming. Those are my 2 favorite Spider-Man movies, by easily. It's not even a question. I get if it's not for everybody, but I personally liked it because there were a lot of scenes that I thought there was a lot of scenes to it that I think that gave you exactly what a lot of Spider-Man fans were missing out on, myself included. Even from the Raimi trilogy, which I do like the Raimi stuff a lot, but there were certain Spider-Man-iness that's gone. Like I want a funny Spider-Man. Like I've wanted a funny Spider-Man like forever. And it's like Raimi's, he did a little bit of joking. Amazing Spider-Man did a little bit of joking. To me, Tom Holland in the role is the funniest, is the one with the biggest sense of humor.
And I think like arguably like the most natural charisma as Spider-Man. You really feel for like the awkward kid, because like
Yes.
Ultimate Spider-Man made it apparent like that he does these like snarky and he does like his own commentary because it's a cover for his like nervousness,
Right.
and like so like it really adds to, and Tom Holland does that, so yeah. Oh yeah, so like the 2008 Speed Racer, I never watched the movie. I'm aware of it.
He knows better.
Yeah. I mean, like, there's some people I've talked to that did like it, and I've since like dropped those people from my life. But I mean, like, it's the Wachowski brothers Wachowski siblings now. I don't know.
Yes.
But yeah, I didn't watch it, and like, I mean, like the old one is. How do you really adapt that without? You know what I mean? Like, it's so far from like.
I think it was almost there. Like the visuals, I never saw it, but I
Yeah.
thought the visuals were on the right track. But there were no pun intended. I just realized that. No, I
I
didn't.
see what you did there.
But I don't know. But I wasn't a fan of the cartoon anyway, so it didn't matter. Big Blue Attack. I'm a real big, super big fan of Spectacular Spider-Man the cartoon season
oh
one.
yeah, yeah.
Then season 2 happened, and I hate season 2 except for the last 3 episodes. But yeah, so that would be my stance on Amazing Spider-Man. Season 1, fantastic, was unbelievably amazing. And
Well,
Joss,
yeah.
Joss Keaton, my boy. I'm a big Joss Keaton fan.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah, yeah. And also, like, I mean, it's Greg Weisman who did that. So, and I'm a big Young Justice fan.
Yes, you are.
And I wouldn't say I'm a big fan of Gargoyles, but yeah, like I do like his I do like his storytelling.
Yeah, so Spectacular Spider-Man, I think they got a lot of things right. I thought they hit a lot of nails on the head on that one.
Oh yeah, Battlestar Alita, like I saw it. It was pretty accurate in terms of adaptation. Like they do a lot of like frame for frame stuff, and it was pretty cool. Although I never watched the animated movie, but I have since started reading the manga after watching the movie.
Big Blue Attack loves the theme of Spectacular Spider-Man. Huh.
I forgot
I don't
how it sounded like.
Well, I just realized I can't say.
Oh no, I do know now. It's like it's got that like
right.
kind of
I
jazzy
can't.
thing.
I don't dislike it, and it was refreshing that it was something different other than what you always hear.
I still can't get that.
It was a little
90s Spider-Man
yeah.
theme out of my head.
It was a little too, but the Spectacular one was a little too college rocky for me. Like
Yeah.
like I don't even know if college rock is still what college rock used to be, but for me at my age, like college rock has a very specific sound to it, and it's like if you hear it, you know what it is. You guys fans of? Well, no, I do not like Scott Pilgrim at all.
I like the movie okay,
No.
but like, yeah, I'm not like I'm not a super fan either. I never read it.
I am unfamiliar with heavy metal. However, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was a big fan to a degree. There are elements of the I think the franchise just like let this one go. Like there's way too much turtle stuff, but there's some turtle stuff that I really like. Outside of that though, like I love the TMNT CGI movie. I really like the original Turtles movie. I liked the cartoon as a kid until I got common sense and realized the cartoon is terrible. And
Yeah, it hasn't aged well, guys. Like don't
No.
watch it. Just keep it in nostalgia where it's just happy.
Turtles Forever was fantastic. And there are some comic books which were really good. But Turtles Forever was really good. Anybody sick and tired of evil Superman trope? I am sure.
I am.
I hear what you're saying. I actually want to do an episode talking about that, and I might get back to it. So, but yeah, Harry Flynn. Yes, Harry Flynn does have a YouTube channel. So if you guys
Check it out, guys.
Yeah, if you guys want to check out
Harry
some
Flynn.
fan predictions from Harry Flynn, especially for WWE pay-per-views, check out Harry Flynn. What up, base up?
Roman Reigns should be Craven. What do you think, Dave?
What? No, Craven what? Craven wrestling skills? No. See, I want Craven to be done well.
Yikes. Well, that's the thing, though. Like, that's the way MCU's been doing. They've put like
Albert
good
does look
actors. They put good actors on it. Huh?
Yeah. See, if he wasn't already Thanos, I thought Josh Brolin would have been a really good Craven.
I actually wouldn't have minded if Mickey Rourke did it either. Sick and tired of Superman. Period. Man of Steel, Superman Returns are just decent and bad
Are
respectively.
you fans of the new trilogy? What new trilogy? Is it a new trilogy?
New trilogy for Spider-Man.
Yeah. I do want to know what the next movie is going to be called. Homecoming, Far From Home. What's next?
I think like
I saw someone say the joke is Spider-Man Home Alone, where he just beats up bad guys in the house.
yeah, just lets people like
Yeah,
go
yeah,
to his
that's all
house.
the movie
That would be funny. And just has web-based Macaulay Culkin
Right.
trap.
No, he's going to be the Joker.
Who
Macaulay Culkin. Can't be. He's the Joker.
is he?
Oh, you didn't hear about this, did you?
No, I didn't. There's rumors that he's going to be another Joker.
No rumor. In the Twilight Batman. It's gonna be Twilight versus Macaulay Culkin.
Wait, what's Twilight Batman?
Robert Pattinson is Batman.
Oh, Twilight. The
You know,
okay.
Cedric Diggory's Batman now, and then he's gonna go against Home Alone.
Okay, I mean, like anything could be good. Like I had I
Spider-Man
had
Home Run. He.
home run. Okay, so it's a baseball thing.
Oh,
Spider-Man
I thought
coming
it was
home.
him, I thought it was him losing his virginity.
Guyver Mobile Suit Gundam, yeah, definitely. Like Guyver should be. Guyver, I'm surprised was a property that I expected to be remade, and yeah, Gundam, I could teach a class on like every Gundam series.
Well, okay, hate for Robert Pattinson. Okay, maybe that's for Cedric Diggory, which is what I will keep. I have to correct myself. Just like I keep calling Falcon Papa Doc, I need to keep calling him Cedric Diggory. So anyway, Cedric Diggory. My thing is, he's a little too skinny to be Batman. I've never seen a Twilight movie. I've never seen 5 minutes of Twilight. I'm never going to see 5 minutes of
He
Twilight.
could work out.
So, no, he did.
You put on some muscle.
Yeah,
Like,
he better. You know, and I'm not even the biggest Batman guy, so still. Last Jedi might be the most under movie I've ever watched. I don't think that's true, because the critics were
yeah,
like
the critics
all about
loved it,
Yeah.
but like the fans didn't. So like underappreciated maybe, or I don't know.
It's definitely not a double A. It's definitely not a ripoff of Lord of the Rings, and also again with the overrated word, that's an easy baby blanket term that doesn't really hold much value. I expect more from you, buddy. Thoughts on Peanuts? The food or the comic strip? Because both are good.
Yeah,
Who remembers the
both are good, and like
Oh.
I never crave either of them. But if it's there, I'm surprised and satisfied.
I like peanut butter with chocolate. Anyway, Christopher Reeves was skinny before he played Superman. That's true, but as stupid as this sounds,
I think he like his body like I've heard in like for reviews retrospectively of the time
right.
was that he was considered like that was an athletic body for the time,
But-
realistic athletic body at the time.
that is one thing. But the other stupid thing for me is I think it's more important Batman is big than Superman. I know that doesn't sound like it makes sense, but for me is he's an alien with superpowers. If this is a regular guy hanging out with superpowered world, he needs to have muscle. I cannot buy it under any other stance. So that's kind of my thing.
Tobey Maguire should play a Spider-Man villain in the MCU. Question is, who should he play? Like if he was a villain,
Chameleon is the first one that comes to mind.
yeah, like I don't know, like I would almost because like MCU has been doing a thing of like like they're just mentors that become bad, so like he might be I don't know what like a Doc Ock. You think now?
I feel like no.
Yeah, right. Like it's too.
Double A. I feel like Harry Potter copies Star Wars more than it copies Lord of the Rings.
Definitely,
Yeah,
there's
so I
more
really don't
tropes
see
and
the
stuff,
yeah,
yeah.
I don't see the Lord of the Rings thing at all. What makes more sense, metahumans or mutants? As far as I'm concerned, mutants, because mutants are a thing in real life. They don't have, as far as I know, the X-Men powers or anything like that. But we do have mutants. Being a mutant is part of society. You know, as Professor X says in First Class, as a way to hit on women.
Yeah, and metahuman is a broad term, correct?
Right.
Like it's like
Yeah.
like technically like aliens and like Kryptonian would be under the rules for and guidelines that like society would have to follow for.
No, Double A. Star Wars copied the Foundation trilogy. Get it right.
What was it?
I'm sick of evil Superman besides Injustice, but after seeing Brightburn, I saw how dangerous a real life psychopath Superman had become over. You know, I might have to make this episode. I have a couple of comic book things that I'm trying to get to, but Han Solo equals Aragorn. I don't think that's true.
No,
at
because
all.
Aragorn is like
Yeah,
like Han Solo is
I
a
will-
lovable
I will,
rogue.
I will warn you on this way. Double A, he borderlines on troll sometimes. Sometimes he's being legit. Sometimes he's trying to get a rise out of you. So you always have to be skeptical about where Double A is coming from.
Obi-Wan Gandalf, I see. Like,
Yeah,
wise
that's
old,
true. I
like
get
you
you
know,
that.
mentor, like most powerful in the truth. Yeah,
Willing to sacrifice himself,
yeah. I mean, Han Solo and Aragorn.
even though he's just going to come back anyway.
I mean, like, I'm legit. To quit.
Yeah, Harry Potter. Yeah, Harry Potter. I don't think really copies off of Lord of the Rings. I think they're just far too different. But Star Wars, yeah. If you want to say Harry Potter does copy off of Star Wars, well, yeah, that's absolutely true. And Star Wars again was more. Star Wars copied off of the Foundation trilogy, which Lucas will admit.
Mutants are mutates by mutates. I mean, characters like Captain America, Spider-Man, Hulk. Oh, you mean like so? What makes more sense? Like,
Mutates, yeah.
yeah.
in terms of sense,
I don't see why they can't. I like that they both exist in the same world. Really,
it's not his question. Question is which makes more sense. I suppose logically, mutates makes more sense because
you're
well,
directly altering like
yeah.
yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Star Wars predates everything, and it was long before Galaxy Far, Far Away. And copy Star Wars, except the Foundation trilogy. Fans might want to kill me for saying, but I think Dark Knight was the only one of the Nolan trilogies that has aged better.
Than the other two, I guess.
I think that's fine.
Sure.
The One Ring is,
Literally
it's
a
not.
Horcrux. I mean, like,
and you are using the word literally as wrong as you possibly can on many fronts.
well, no, because like the Horcrux is like he split his soul into things, and I guess in a sense, like Sauron put like his soul into the ring, and like if you kill that, then
Well, it's still not literally that, now is it?
have you seen by Violence Jack dubbed or subbed?
All you, buddy.
Bugo Nagai? No, I don't think. No, I think. Wait, I think I know what you're talking about, but no, I haven't. I don't think I've. I have a visual image of of what I think Violence Jack might be,
Oh,
but I'm not sure.
Larice, Dark Knight all day. Not even a question. Not even a question.
I mean, you got to have respect, right? From
Yeah,
like,
do I?
Like, does Dark Knight exist if Batman '89 didn't exist?
Yes.
So
Yes,
like,
it does.
yeah, it's
It's not even a question. It's not
Yeah.
even close.
but right. Mask of Phantasm. I enjoyed Mask of Phantasm quite a bit.
I did
yeah,
too.
Yeah.
Wish the toy didn't give away the spoiler to the ending of the movie, but
Oh, yeah. Luckily, my parents were
I didn't have the toy. I just saw it in the movie. I just saw it in the toy store.
oh, okay.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
you take off the
No, it's not when you take it off. In the package, it had the mask off.
Oh, that's lame.
Like how stupid? Like yeah, like
You just see some redhead chick.
the
Favorite-
Phantasm / Andrea Beaumont. I was like, wow.
Favorite Power Rangers series? I mean, for me, like Dave doesn't really like Power Rangers.
But oh, the original.
Yeah, the original, and I
I
like.
was a fan of Kimberly. I'll tell you that much.
There's some that I liked. I like Ninja Storm and like
Miller Frank?
the Dino one. I forget what that one was, but those are okay.
You look yoked from a guy named Easter. So Easter egg yoked. I don't know if that's what he's going for. I guess you never seen the Monday Night Wrong over in the wrestling channel, huh? And Miller Frank backwards. Okay.
Well, Easter keeps calling me Albert.
I am because the guy I normally live stream with is Albert.
No, I am Albert.
I personally am a Wally West guy. I understand there are many people
I like
who are
both.
very. You got to pick one. I am a Wally West dude.
Bart Allen. No,
Nobody
I take
likes
that back
Bart Allen.
immediately.
Yeah.
I regret immediately.
To me, Wally was. I know they have changed it, but to me, Wally was is and was the fastest man alive. I know that's not true, really.
He's not.
He is. That's what I say he is.
No, I think I like him like raw speed fast.
I prefer Wally
I
being the
like
fastest
Barry
man
having
alive.
more control, maybe, from experience.
I also think Wally was the more fleshed out character. Barry has become a more fleshed out character now.
Worst
But-
superhero movie I watched? Probably, yeah. I agree. Catwoman. I haven't even seen all of it, but yeah, Catwoman and Green Lantern. I mean, there's so many, but definitely those two. Even like Ghost Rider, I think is more entertaining than
I know
Catwoman is.
Saw Ghost Rider. Worst. Electra was pretty bad.
Favorite Pixar movie, dude? Like Disney. I'm a big Disney guy and Pixar guy, so that's tough. I think like if I was gonna ask for Dave, it would be Dave would be Incredibles.
Base up, I agree with you. Yes, Flashpoint does crap on everything. It does crap. It just takes a dump on Wally. Yes, I agree with that.
But I'll
I
have to say
don't-
Toy Story 3 for me.
Yeah, I'm a big Incredibles guy. I like Ratatouille a lot too.
Hmm.
It's definitely a Pixar movie. Whatever my favorite Disney movie is, definitely a Pixar movie.
I've never met Albert. I don't even know he existed.
Yeah.
Although I could be. I mean, we have Dave's never seen us in the same room, so
Yeah, it's like for these guys, like what's I think is interesting is like for these guys, they see me interacting with like certain people all the time, but it's very compartmental. My life is very compartmentalized. Like Steve and Albert have both been on this channel, or actually, I'm sorry, the wrestling channel, but they didn't meet until like last month. They never met each other somehow.
Suicide
This
Squad
is
2016 is bad. But like I still think there are elements of it that make it better or more watchable than Catwoman or Green Lantern.
Yes, Margot Robbie.
Yes.
But I never saw Monsters University. I want to. I just never got around to it.
I saw it. It's okay.
He said it's better than the original.
Easter, my name is Elmer, like the glue.
Marvel needs to explain chi energy and why can't martial arts type characters like Hawkeye and Taskmaster use. So you want it to be like the Speed Force?
Yeah, like, because chi really only exists with, like, with Iron Fist and Shang-Chi.
Did you hear there's now a Strength Force in DC, and as well as a Sage Force
Stupid. Yeah, you can call me Elmo, but usually girls call me Elmo.
and babies?
Yeah, and babies, too.
Okay.
Dave Knows Comics New 52 Superman had some stories, especially Grant Morrison's run. The problem is DC's editorial not knowing how to keep his...
Base up again with the overrated word. And other thing is, I don't care whether it's going to my Alexa Bliss argument. Whether you think that's true or not, I don't care. I just like getting to see Margot Robbie,
For Harley Quinn?
Hayward, and Denzel. Okay. Does Elmer like Alexa Bliss as well? I don't think she's your type.
I think she's pretty.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
don't-
Well, when you Elmer's like very always like very like nice and like, you know, yeah. You say that about a lot of women, but is she your type?
Yeah,
Okay.
why not? Derek's a big fan of Alexa Bliss. That's his
I-
number one.
It's my number one.
Well, you guys can both have number ones.
No.
Elmer, French for Albert. You're Mexican Alberto. I think it's $50 to change your name. Is it? They charge me way more. Than,
Kiss comic. I am not a Kiss fan.
does Elmer like Sasha Banks? Mark, are you saying that because I look like her husband? Because the answer is yes. Then. No, Sasha Banks can get it. Yeah. What do I think about Shawn Michaels? Basically, are you trying to get me killed? I don't really have a strong opinion on Shawn Michaels.
Yes, you do, and it's that he sucks.
Well, yeah, because I'm on Dave's channel and I hate him. Elmer doesn't have a granny complex, so he wouldn't.
Arthur thinks Alexa Bliss looks like she's 80 years old.
Like,
Because Arthur is a straight
Why?
up troll, because he's an idiot.
oh,
So, like, Arthur is the guy it's always okay to tell him that he's an idiot.
well, I mean, like
Because
Arthur, like
one time he saw a picture of
because
Alexa
Alexa
Bliss.
looks young.
He saw a picture of Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross and says, "Wow, she's so old. She makes the person next to her look old." Meanwhile, Alexa and his girl is Mariah Carey. Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross are together are about the same age as Mariah Carey.
Added together, wow.
Like, I think he's testing my troll meter. Like, how dumb can he be? And am I going to catch him and be able to use the obvious argument against him? Like, I think that's his goal in life.
I don't know who Liv Morgan is.
She's
A
Poor-
wrestler.
yeah, she's the poor man's Alexa Bliss, and she's actually from Elmwood Park. Hold on, Liv.
Oh, small world. So she's from our neck of the woods. You're not typing anything, Dave.
Oh shit. All right, never mind. I'll show you later. Didn't care for Captain Marvel, but I'm glad female.
Dave, you too old for Alexa. Just let it go.
Nope, I ain't not too old for her.
Didn't care for Captain Marvel, but I'm glad female-led superhero movies like this and Wonder Woman were successful in the box office. I agree. Wonder Woman I found more interesting. If anything, I'm looking forward to that Black Widow movie. A lot of elements in it are shaping up to be interesting. Plus, I like Taskmaster, but I only like Taskmaster as an obstacle for Captain America to overcome.
So Morgan.
Yeah. Liv Morgan gets the thumbs up. What does Elmer think of Justina Valentine? I don't know who that is.
She's from Wild 'N Out, and he's obsessed with this girl.
Oh,
Thinks that
okay.
She's like awesome, even though she's like.
So far, so good. Let's see. Albert and Steve both aren't afraid by Sean. To say Sean is good in front of Dave. Don't be scared of him, Elmer. We'll still let you come back. Thanks, Space Up. I don't really have a strong opinion on him. Like, if anything, my friend, like, my other friend, like, is a fan of Shawn Michaels.
And your other friend is wrong.
Um,
What does Elmer think of William Regal?
I think, like, I think he's funny on the mic and stuff, but I didn't really see a lot of him wrestling. Is he good?
Well, that's Double A's like boy, so he's testing you right now.
Like I said, I'm more of a casual fan, but like I know he's well regarded. Why did Teen Titans Damian's movie planted seeds for a future relationship between Damian and Raven? Yeah, no, that's a good question. Like, I was
And
like,
why
what are
does
they doing?
Damian have to exist?
I like Damian.
You
Damian's
would.
fine.
Elmer, I will tell you guys right now, Elmer is like the king of liking characters that suck. Like, let's talk about Metal Gear or the Clone Saga. Let's just go down the list of all the characters that are horrendous that you defend.
What does Elmer think of? Oh wait, hold on. How do you feel about Heel to Dave? Heel to Dave?
Eh?
I don't know.
Who?
Have you ever seen movies Limitless and Minority Report? They're good. Limitless, I did see. Minority Report, I didn't. And but
Really?
I haven't watched. No, I haven't. I'm aware of the concept though. And Limitless, I haven't watched the TV series, although I've heard decent things about it. Lupin the Third, classic anime series. Yeah, yeah. I watched it, and like I haven't seen Castle Caligostro, even though they were, one of the first movies of Miyazaki. Too bad they killed off Black Widow in Endgame. Well, spoiler alert for people who haven't seen Endgame. Or did they?
Or, yeah. Damn it, I was just going to say that.
Smartest characters in Marvel versus smartest characters in DC. Who wins? That's a great question, Base Up.
It's so unfair. Marvel wins easily.
Yeah,
I don't
because
want them to, but...
Yeah, well, I think you're rooting for Lex, right?
Yeah, of
Like,
course I am. Number one guy in DC, as far as I'm concerned, the smartest guy in all of DC, human-wise, not counting robots like Brainiac, is Lex Luthor. And that's non-negotiable for me. That's number one.
He's like a 12th level intellect. That's Brainiac or whatever put it.
And in Marvel, it's Reed. And Reed is like probably, in my opinion, the
Oh, yeah.
smartest character in all of fiction.
If you like stack up what accomplishments like side to side, it's not even close.
Again, as a person, as like a regular person, we're not counting Vision, not counting Ultron, just as a straight up regular
LR
person.
said Regal's probably one of the best or 5 or 10 best workers ever. Did you agree, Dave? For William Regal?
That's a tall order. I know Double A is going to say he's number one.
Does Elmer like Roman Reigns? I haven't really watched him, so like I've been really out of loop with current wrestling right now, so I don't really have an opinion. If anything, like it doesn't like people seem to not like him. That's what I get.
All right.
Does Elmer have his own channel? No, I don't.
Brian does.
Metal Gear Solid 2 Raiden. Oh, Ross has just opened a bad door. I ultimately like I think like Revengeance made me like him a little bit more. Like I like him as a cyborg ninja. But to be fair, like if you make anything a cyborg ninja, that just might add some brownie points for me.
Because what happened with Raiden is like what the Roman Reigns treatment. They just keep trying to do things to him to make him cooler and get people to like him, and for some reason it works on Elmer, not me.
I say most people like Damien more than they like the Clone Saga. Well, like, are we talking about like what Clone Saga? Are we talking about like the Star Wars Clone Saga? Because
like Ben Reilly or Damien.
Oh, I like the Clone Saga.
Ben Reilly or Damien.
Oh,
I hate them both. But okay,
no, like
I didn't know who you liked more.
Who do I like more?
I figured it was Ben Reilly.
I mean, like I relate to Ben Reilly more, but like I think Damien has more like levels in character.
Because you're a clone.
No, because he's just like a good guy who gets like crapped on all the time. Can we curse here?
Yeah, sure, why not?
All right. Third trilogy of Star Wars is better than the current trilogy.
No, wait, what?
The third trilogy of Star Wars?
I thought this is the third trilogy.
Oh, well, we're talking if we're putting the trilogies of Star Wars together. I mean, we still haven't seen the third one for this one, and I mean, like the first one would be probably better. What does Elmer think of his friend being the biggest hater to ever live?
Yeah, he thinks I hate everything.
I mean, you do. I don't know if he's like the big. Are we talking about like because Dave's like I'm physically bigger than Dave. The Eternals will ruin the mutants. I mean, if they make it that like the Eternals.
Oh please, Dark Phoenix and X3 ruined the mutants.
Yikes! Dark Phoenix wasn't that bad. Alien vs Predator series comics thoughts. I've read them a long time ago, and like even like the crossovers with like like Terminator, RoboCop, and I think I've read Superman versus Predators, which like they just unveiled like I think for Comic-Con there was a cool statue of Superman versus Predator. Why don't you get laser eye surgery?
Yeah.
No more glasses, buddy.
Ben Espinosa, yeah, he straight up, or Kevin Nash suggested, from what I was told, straight up was told to rip off the Joker. But anyway, guys, I actually got to get going, but thank you for coming on to this live stream. It was a lot of fun coming back on the comic book live stream. Can't wait to see you guys again. Thank you to Elmer for being on the show.
Second best Robin, Big Blue Attack agrees.
And if you got any other questions or anything like that, leave them in the comments. And check out the Kevin Conroy Batman episode if you haven't already. And thanks for watching.
Big
And,
Blue Attack, we love to troll Dave. Yay!
and as always, Dave.